Session 6 will help you identify ways of making your lighting more energy efficient. On average, lighting can account for up to 16% of your total electricity use. The key to energy efficient lighting is a balance between purchase, operational and maintenance costs. Inefficient lighting costs you money and also generates heat, which could affect HVAC and refrigeration systems. Opportunities often cost very little to implement, and savings could be in the order of 30 to 80% off your lighting load. There are a number of common lighting inefficiencies. Lamps are not cleaned often enough, which means less light is produced and more heat. Too many lamps in areas where lighting levels are more than necessary. Leaving all the lights on when the store's closed, or even when stacking shelves during stock takes or when cleaners are in operation. External signage lighting is left on during the day. Security lighting is on during the day. Lights are left on in rooms when they're empty. There are some really simple things you can do to make your lighting more efficient. Map your existing lighting, including the light levels, types of lights and the wattage of the lamps. Reduce the use of lights where possible. Turn lights off when they're not needed, and remove lamps where lighting levels are fine without them. Other areas for improvement may cost a little more or require expert help. Introducing a cleaning and maintenance program will reduce your lighting energy use immediately. You can improve the lighting performance of your building by increasing the use of natural light and using light-coloured paints on the walls. Install timers or sensors so lights switch off in areas such as back of house, toilets and cool rooms when they're not in use. Replace existing lighting fixtures and lamps with more efficient systems if appropriate. And don't forget to adjust any timers to account for daylight savings. One supermarket in Western Australia recently made some simple changes to their lighting, which has seen them save thousands of dollars a year. Queen's Super IGA in Geraldton changed the way they use their timers. All lighting used to be automatically turned on at 4 a.m. and turned off at 10 p.m. But the team tried different lighting combinations, such as half lighting during out-of-hours stocking and baking times. It saves them about $3,000 per month, or $36,000 a year. Imagine what you could do with that. There's a real business case for reducing lighting levels. A switching system or dimmers that decrease the lighting output and power consumption can reduce your lighting costs by almost 40%, or 6.4% of your total electricity bill. Look at the far right-hand column of this slide. As you can see, the actual average lighting energy use was cut by nearly 40% by not only changing the times when the lighting is required, but the actual number of lights that are on during certain times. When you go back to your store, try to identify any areas where lighting systems could be switched off or the number of lights reduced during different times of the day. It sounds crazy, but we found some stores not turning off lights at all. This example shows if they were to turn off the lights when closed, they'll save 29% of their lighting costs. If they were to go even further, more savings could be made. For example, turn off when no one is in the store. Have lights on 66% in the hour before the store opens and the hour after it closes for staff to complete their duties, and turn down to only 33% for the cleaners. This can reduce the lighting costs by 39%, or approximately 6 to 7% of your total electricity costs. Let's have another look at how all this works in real stores. A number of recent store audits undertaken by Schneider Electric showed that when it comes to lighting, there can be some considerable changes made. Consider the following savings. Upgrading halogen downlights to new LED fittings in a deli area saves $743 per year and has a 2.5-year payback. LED technology has come a long way over the past few years. It's now more affordable, offers lower payback periods, and comes in a wide range of colours to suit your store. Upgrading existing T8 fluorescent fittings with LEDs saves more than $5,000 per year and has a payback period of just over 1 year. Changing your lighting is an easy way to reduce costs. However, it is recommended that prior to changing any lamps or lighting fixtures that you consult an external lighting contractor to make sure that you get the right system for your store. MGA also strongly recommends that you undertake a trial prior to changing all store lighting over to make sure it looks good and works for your store. Session 7 will show you how to use the self-assessment tool. If you're ready to proceed, click on Session 7 now.